I'm down here with Molly McCullough. She is the executive chef here at Stonecliff Winery, and we've got a couple of wonderful dishes right in front of us. But I'm gonna dive right in. And what do we have here first?
This is our charcuterie and cheese board. This is my personal favorite because I could eat charcuterie and cheese boards every day.
I am also a big fan of charcuterie. Literally, I would eat prosciutto by the handful if I could. This is a pretty light fare. I mean, this is a really good sharing dish, especially when you're doing the wine tasting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The prosciutto is my favorite. That comes from La Quercia, which is in Norwalk, Iowa. It's my favorite. The two cheeses over here, the cubed ones, they're from Charlesburg. We always get those cheeses in from Charlesburg. And the middle one comes from Charcuterie, which is in Wisconsin also. And right now it's the raspberry, but we also switch out for an espresso one.
So this is a raspberry here? Or
this
one
is.
Okay.
Yep, that is a garden veggie Monterey Jack. It's a little different. And then that one's a chocolate cheese. So that's...
Chocolate cheese.
Yeah, tastes like fudge, but it's processed cheese that they do and put cocoa and walnuts in.
That is very much a fudge flavor,
yeah.
But you're telling me it's cheese.
Yeah.
I believe you. What else do we have on this board here?
So the dried mangoes and the dried cherries, which are good. Those are nice and tart. That's nice and sweet. Very good with the cab. Yep. So the cab's a dry red. So the sweet and savory in here goes good with. I like dry red, so I think that goes good with it. Nice
and dry. You're right. I mean, there's so much other flavors going on in here, and so being a little bit more dry, a little bit more, to balance it out. And I love the apricot. I mean, the mango, mango and salted meats and cheeses.
I also like doing a dried pineapple too. That's really good. But right now these are our options. So, and then the meats. So like I said, the prosciutto from La Quercia, and then we have Rosette de Leon, which is a salami. And then the hot sopressata on the other side. That's also a salami, but it has it's a larger salami and it has pepper in it, so it's a little bit spicier. And then just the roasted and salted mixed nuts add.
Wow. Yeah, that saltiness and the sweet. And I love how there's just so much to it. And the presentation is incredible. Yeah. I really like it. Oh, wow.
That's my favorite thing about charcuterie boards is the presentation.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
Exactly. Being able to come into Stonecliff and sitting down at the bar and having this available. And this is available pretty much all the time, right?
Yeah, all the time, every day. All day, every day. And it's good that you just can snack on it while you're sitting here, and it's nice and light, so it's not going to fill you up too much and everything.
And what do we have here?
All right, so this is my favorite lunch option we have. This is our You Pick It 2, and Pick It is a play off of the owners that used to own the brewery.
Okay.
So you get either a half a flatbread or half panini with a half a salad and a side of your choice. So this is the Californian flatbread. It has caramelized onions, candied pecans, goat cheese, basil, and balsamic glaze. And then this is our spring fling salad. So that has mixed greens, red onion, cucumbers, candied pecans, dried cranberries, and aged white cheddar. And it's paired with the orange ginger vinaigrette that I actually make on my own here.
You make this here? That's awesome.
It's probably the most popular dressing. People die over it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then our side.
The side I chose is the sweet pepper slaw.
Sweet pepper slaw.
So it's not as creamy as a regular coleslaw, and it has the bell peppers in it. It's pretty good.
And what do we have this paired with?
I paired it with the Riesling because our Riesling is nice, light, and crisp. And so is this lunch. I think it's a really nice light lunch with bright flavors, just like the Riesling.
So tell me more, how long have you been down here?
5.5 years.
5.5 years. And what's it like developing the menu? You change it pretty often?
I do. Actually, when you cook the same things every day, you get kind of bored with it. But actually, I'm at kind of a stopping point with my lunch menu because everything's popular to the point that I can't get rid of anything, but my menu is too big that I can't add anything. So I think we're going to just do like a seasonal, smaller menu for different options every other month or so whenever I get to it. so people have other options to choose from, and then we can be more seasonal with it too.
Do you do any like specials frequently, or?
Every once in a while, not too often. Every day I make the soup homemade.
I'm not a huge coleslaw guy. For me, it's usually a little bit too soupy, and the flavors just really aren't there. But this is much more vinegar based, and those bell peppers, they're nice and sweet, and it's got a great crunch. Also crunchy is this flatbread. Tell me a little bit, how many other types of flatbread pizzas do you have down here?
We have probably 6 other ones. They range from like a normal, like your pepperoni sausage bacon pizza, or we have like chicken flatbreads and just different ones that I came up with throughout the years that are just nice and light for a lunch option.
Yeah, this is a great light meal. It is it's crisp and it's light, and it goes great with this Riesling. Tell me moving on to this last dish, what do we have going on here?
This is a burger, which we started doing burgers actually a few years ago when we had regulars that work upstairs that want burgers. So we kind of it's hard for us to do that with the smaller kitchen, but we want options for all people that come in here, and when husbands come in and they want a big burger, we have that. We have chicken sandwiches too, but this one's my favorite. It's just a typical burger, but the 2 aiolis on it I make here, there's a mustard aioli and a house aioli, and they just go really good together with the onion, the pickle, lettuce, and tomato, and then the white cheddar on it too.
Tell me what's really coming out for me is this bacon. Where's that coming from?
The bacon is an extra option to add onto the burger, but it's a pecan smoked bacon. It's thick cut. It's super good. It's expensive too, but it's good because it's like almost sweet and smoky. It's a really good bacon.
That's great. And that aioli has that, I love that little sting. It's just a little bit of sting, a little bit of tang to it, which is really great. What do you have paired with this?
That is a Chardonnay. So that's our fruity Chardonnay, our American series. It's fruity, and it's kind of like the Riesling with that fruity, crisp flavor, but it's a little bit drier.
Yeah, it's nice. It's all about balance, right? It's about finding that balance between your salty, your sweet, and also your texture, because the texture on this burger, it's great. I've got a lot of things going on in my mouth as far as the texture, but the flavor is incredible, especially that bacon. Oh
yeah, the bacon's really good.
So, coming down, you can get lunch pretty much anytime?
It's Monday through Friday, 11 to 2.
11 to 2. And that's nice, but appetizers are
all day, every day.
All day, every day, which is nice. I mean, when you come down, you walk along the river, and you come down here, and you get yourself a glass of wine and a charcuterie board or some other appetizer, and makes for a nice end of an afternoon. You know what? I love this part of town. I love walking along the river. I love coming down here and getting a drink and getting some excellent, excellent dishes, and just enjoying everything about not only Star Brewery, but also Stonecliff Winery. Thanks so much for having us in.
Thank you.